Welcome to the Athlete Shine Radio podcast. I'm your host, Stefan Milashevsky, and I am joined by Jhurell Pressley, running back out of New Mexico, NFL draft prospect. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing great. Before we start talking about, training for the draft and all, let's first go back to high school. Were you recruited much out of high school?
Not too much. 2011 was kind of the years when a lot of coaches was getting fired or they was moving on to another school. So I'm from Delaware, so there's not a lot of schools looking in Delaware. So I didn't get that much of an opportunity as I wanted to coming out of high school.
And you chose New Mexico, and previously, the head coach there was Mike Loxley, and he was only there for, 4 games looking at right now?
Yes, sir.
And you redshirted that year. How difficult was it to already have a coaching change?
It was really difficult, but it was kind of tough just because there was a lot of coaches going in and out. A lot of things was changing, plays was changing, schemes was changing. So I had to adapt and learn on the fly. And, that made me into a better person, and I grew because of that. So it really hurt me, and it helped me at the same time.
And how would you say the new coaching staff coming in, did they change your game up a little bit, and you learned a lot more from them?
Yeah, I had to adapt to their scheme and what they wanted to do. They came with a whole new scheme that I was thinking I was going to come to. So it ended up working out for the best of both of us, for me and the new coaching staff.
And your first game action in 2012, you played against Southern, and you rushed for 75 yards and a touchdown. Being your first game, what was going through your mind at the time when you first stepped out on the field?
I was a redshirt freshman, just learning a new offense, and it was a triple option. So, my first thing was, I'm the youngest on the team. Just don't mess up. Just play football like you know how to play. You don't want the older guys saying, "Come on, man, we lost the game because of you," or something like that. So I was just trying to just put my head down and do what I got to do and stay focused to win the game.
Yeah, and in 2014, that was really your breakout year where you had 1,083 yards on just 114 carries. That was leading the nation with 9.5 yards a carry. What was the main reason why you were able to do that year? What were you doing in the off season to get to that point?
More focused on myself than anybody else. At the end of the day, it's only you and your brothers playing in this game in between these lines. The coach is not there. Nobody else is there. No family, no friends. It's just you and your boys on the team. So I already told them, man, if I get the ball, just expect me to go to the house or I'm going to have some big play. I figure if I do something big, I know it's going to have a good outcome with the team. So I just focus on myself more than anything and got myself mentally prepared and watch myself make plays in my head over and over so I can make plays on the field.
And before getting to New Mexico really wasn't really that great of a program. And even during your years, 4-9, 3-9, 4-8, but then 2015, you're starting to see New Mexico rise, and you had a 7-5 regular season and got to a bowl game this year and played really tough versus Arizona. Do you see New Mexico shifting in the right direction right now?
Yeah, it takes time for a program to come along. You don't build anything in one day. So it's going to take time, and right about now you can see how each year we improve, and now in 2015 we end up going to a bowl game and have a winning season. So you can see the changes that are coming, and next year there's going to be even more changes coming. So I do see New Mexico being a team that we talked about in the Mountain West as they talk about Boise State or as in Utah State. So New Mexico is on a team on a rise to do big things.
Yeah, and you mentioned Boise State, and you guys beat them this year. How big of a win was that?
It was a huge win. Nobody rarely goes into Boise State and beat them on their home field. So for us to go in there and win, that was a big game for us and made us bowl eligible. So we needed that game, and it was a confidence booster, saying we can do this. Like we're good enough. We are that good to play against anybody and everybody.
Yeah, and you guys showed it against Arizona, Pac-12 team, big time team. Only lost by 45-37. What did you want to show in that game?
I just wanted to show that it doesn't matter who I play with it. That I'm gonna still do what I got to do to make plays. I'm gonna do what I got to do. It doesn't matter who I'm playing against. Me in the NFL, me in college, at the SEC, Mountain West. It doesn't matter who I'm playing against. You just got to know the fact I'm coming with my A game all the time. I don't care who it is.
Yeah, and now looking back on your New Mexico career, what would you say your favorite moment at New Mexico?
My favorite moment at New Mexico, playing a football game, probably when you just score a touchdown and then you just make the whole opposite crowd be quiet. Because they was like, oh, y'all not nothing, y'all nothing. And then you just break a long run out. And I could just stand there and look at the crowd, just look sad. That brings joy to me because I can shut people up. Like, don't talk about us like that, and we just come in here and we're going to punch you in your mouth, too. So, I mean, that brings joy to me. I like scoring a touchdown and shutting people up.
Yeah. And who would you say the toughest player was?
The toughest player?
Yeah, toughest player.
This year?
Any year.
When we played, I think it was 2013, we played University of Pittsburgh, and their D tackle, number 97, he was Rookie of the Year in 2014.
Aaron Donald.
But yeah, that guy right there, he was an animal. That was the first toughest person I ever played against, and then the second one, he never really smacked me, hit me hard, but he was like a gnat. Like, he's everywhere, no matter what. And that was Scooby Wright in Arizona. I heard about Scooby Wright, and when I played against him, like, everywhere I go, Scooby Wright was there. Like, if I was going this hole, he's right there. If I bounce outside, he's right there. I'm like, Scooby Wright was everywhere. But I like that. I mean, he was challenging me to bring my A game out. I was challenging him, like, I ain't gonna back down. You can keep coming as much as you want. I ain't never going nowhere.
Yeah, and what would you say your strengths and weaknesses are?
My strength is speed, power, explosive plays, vision on the field. Probably my weakness is running without the ball. And I need to make more plays without having the ball.
You got invited this year. You got invited to the NFLPA Bowl. What were you trying to show to the scouts that week?
It showed that whatever scheme you put me in, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna be able to run the ball. I mean, if you put me in a pro style, you can put me in a triple option. You can put me in a spread offense. I can run the ball. I can catch the ball. I can kick return. Like, I was just trying to show the scouts that I'm an all-around back.
Yeah, training for the NFL draft and after is a pretty new experience for you. Has anyone reached out to you that maybe have been through that kind of process before?
Yeah, I talked to my friend Angelo Blackson. He on the Tennessee Titans right now, number 95. He went through this process last year, so he always talking to him here and there. He give me ideas what to do, like how I should go about things. So he in my back pocket helping me out.
And when is your pro day?
It's March 10th.
And again, what are you trying to show there that maybe scouts haven't quite? They'll try to figure you out a little bit.
I'm gonna show that my speed matches my film. I can catch out of the backfield, and those are the biggest, most important things, that my speed matches my film. I can catch, because we're running the triple option, and running the triple option, we don't really throw the ball as much, so I don't think the scouts can really see me catching the ball.
And growing up, or now, right now, who do you look up to in the NFL, and like who do you want to play like?
I won't say just one guy. I mean, I watch a lot of guys as running backs, so I can try to steal a little bit of things from everybody. I can't just say I like one guy. I like them all. They all bring different things to the table where I can try to steal to make my game better.
One more question. Why should the NFL team pick it this year?
Can you repeat the question, sir?
Why should an NFL team do this year?
Well, you say why shouldn't they, or why should they? If you're breaking up.
Now, why should breaking up?
Well, I believe that I'm a well-rounded back, that I can do pretty much everything out the backfield, and not only just play running back. I'm a special team type of guy. I love to play kick return, and I love to be a gunner. I like to tackle, which a lot of people don't notice because I'm just a running back.